Hey there, it's Lori Avdeen and welcome to Midlife Matters. And today I want to talk to you about a subject that you may not want to talk about. That has to do with sex. Of course, you all know that once menopause hits, your sexual needs go out the window, right? You have no reason to have sex anymore. You have no needs to meet. You have nothing regarding the whole sexual interaction, right? I think most of you know that that is a load of crap. If anything, you are probably finding that your sexual needs are stronger now than ever. And also you're at a place in your life where you know what you want in bed and you really would love to be able to ask for it in a healthy way, but something is wrong. Something is wrong in your intimate relationship. You and hubby are just not connecting in the boudoir anymore. In some cases, you and hubby have separate boudoirs. What's going on? What has happened? Jay Facette is a brilliant coach, and he is the founder of the Creator's Code, 12 very powerful pillars for living a totally full and authentic life. And at pillar number 7, he talks about getting our needs met in clean, clear, and healthy ways. Now, I invite you to consider that we are always getting our needs met. Whether we choose to get them met in healthy, clear, and clean ways is another story, but we as human beings are always out to get our needs met. And there are various levels of needs that need to be met, and if those base levels are not met, it's much more difficult to get other higher level needs met. And one of the base levels, the foundation levels that we as human beings have, that particular need that we have to have met, has to do with sex. And that doesn't mean it's going to suddenly stop being a need once we reach a certain age. The need is there. And if we aren't getting it met directly in a healthy way, we will find other ways to get a similar kind of rush. What is the risk to us if we step out and ask our spouse, ask our intimate partner to be intimate with us again? Pillar number 7 in the Creator's Code talks about that. It talks about the payoffs and the protections of not getting our needs met in a healthy way. First of all, it is a risk. If we step up and if we say something, we risk not being accepted by that person. The need for connection, the need for love is another one of those foundational needs that we as human beings just have. We come here with that particular need. So there is a real risk that if we step out of our comfort zone and we start asking for something in a way that we may never have before, the other person could respond in a way that we don't want to know about. So it protects us. It's a payoff for not doing anything about that. And we can also justify why we're not doing anything about that in so many ways. We can think, well, you know, I really don't have to have sex anymore, and this is just a phase I'm going through, and it's not that big a deal. I'm not making babies anymore. You know, I shouldn't be this selfish and indulge my pleasure. I shouldn't want sex for my own purposes. Oh, I'm ashamed and I feel guilty. Oh, we all do it. I understand. I've been there. So it keeps us safe. It also, it's deceptive. It's deceptive to ourselves and it's deceptive to the other person. We're having some sort of leverage when it comes to that. And we are also being, well, we're claiming some power, some self-power, we think. It gives us control over the other person and maybe over ourselves. By being protected, we stay right. We stay right in our old beliefs. So it's a means of reinforcing those old beliefs. And what are those beliefs? Some of them you can likely name, and some of those beliefs, if not most of them, you've had since the time you were born. As our parents and our culture and our society raises us, certain beliefs become ours. They become ingrained. But you get to a certain point when you're an adult when you really don't have to take on all those beliefs anymore. You can actually pick and choose the ones you want. But we don't necessarily know that, or if we do, we don't necessarily know which ones are ours and which ones aren't. A lot of times we don't even know all of our beliefs because only 10% are really in our conscious brain. The rest are in our subconscious. The 90% of those beliefs are unconscious. We need to dig them up, check them out, see what they're like. When it comes to sex or any need in our life, we have to be willing to take a conscious risk. And that's what I'm inviting you to do right now. When it comes to getting your sexual needs met, I am inviting you to take a step. Take a conscious risk. What does that look like? Well, first of all, ask directly. Now, this is scary. I get it. And if you are not used to having this conversation with your partner in any way, shape, or form, this is really scary. But if you are very clear and very direct about what you want, about what you need, that is half the battle. It doesn't involve blame. It doesn't involve shame. It doesn't involve fighting. It's just stating your need clearly. Be accountable. Be accountable for being clear and direct about what you need. And also be very clear about why you're doing this and for what reasons, why you haven't been able to do it in the past and why you're doing it now. It might be something simple as, honey, I really didn't think that sex was important. And so when I told you I'm okay with us sleeping in separate bedrooms, I lied. And here is why I lied. I was afraid to have this discussion with you. I was afraid that you wouldn't approve of this discussion. I was afraid that somehow you would think less of me if I wanted to sit down and talk to you about sex. So you're clear and direct, you're accountable, and you're explaining the why you behaved a certain way and why you're now coming clean with this. Don't be so concerned about the result. Really, the result is not the point. The issue is that you have taken a conscious risk. You have been clear, you have been clean, and you have been healthy in terms of how you're getting your needs met. Ready to do it? Chime in below, right below. Put yes, I will. Put no, I won't. And if your answer is yes, come back and share with me how you did it, what you did, and what happened. I can't wait to read your responses. This is a biggie, ladies. I get it. I really, really get it. I'm Lori F. Dean, and I will see you back here next time on Midlife Matters.